You're watching a presentation of the Southeastern Conference on ABC.
Georgia, Tennessee, Neyland Stadium. The atmosphere, second to none.
Well, this is their first test in the SEC, but it's a big test too.
Hey, it's us against the world, fellas.
You believe this is going to be a 60-minute battle.
Get that time now. Fast physical, play smart.
You know, Georgia is a great program. We just got to go execute.
The hay's in the bar. It's time to go eat.
Obviously, we want to come out on top of the win. It's going to be a good challenge. We go out there and play one way, and that's harder for longer.
Let's go. 1, 2,
This dogfight on Rocky Top. You're watching the SEC on ABC. Presented by Burger King. Just a flawless day in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the 6th largest stadium in this sport celebrates with an orange and white checkerboard. Volunteer fans hoping the agonizing streak will die today. 8 consecutive losses to their neighbors from the South. And welcome to the All-State Kickoff. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit. I'm nice to be here when the sun is shining. What a festive day, which began with game day. Already in the college football landscape, a big game for Alabama, one team that both these programs care about. Georgia hosts them in 2 weeks.
Well, Alabama couldn't look any better. And how about that Georgia Tech-Clemson finish? Georgia Tech, seconds ticking down, last second field goal over 50 yards. They take Clemson down. Second loss now for the Tigers. So you just never know what's going to happen on a Saturday.
Now to this one, which has been played in November the last 4 years. So a lot more mysteries, unknowns as they collide here in September. Kirby Smart team knows one thing, though. They've won this at the line of scrimmage by being tougher and better conditioned in the fourth quarter. He hopes that's the formula this time. Re-emphasizing the running game this year. They need to help out Gunnar Stockton and protect him against a fierce pass rush today.
Yeah, I think that's obviously a key. Anytime it's a big SEC matchup, it is the line of scrimmage. And Kirby has a lot of confidence in what his team can do. Quarterback-wise, we go back to that SEC championship game when Carson Beck went down with an injury. It was an offense that was really struggling to find an identity that day. But when 14, Gunnar Stockton came in, he brought a spark. Part of it was this. Took a hit, helmet comes off, kept fighting, kept competing. Won the job this year. Now, he's more athletic. The scheme will remind you more of a Stetson Bennett style of offense because of his athletic ability. He's involved in the run game, and he loves to scramble to create. This is a guy that can spin it. He can throw the ball downfield. Kirby would love to see if Tennessee plays man coverage, the receivers got to win, they got to protect, and Gunnar Stockton's got to put the ball downfield accurately, which I think he can do.
Yeah, they lack some big play punch against Marshall and Austin Peay. Just the 4th career start for Stockton, the 3rd time he's been in against a really good defense, so we'll see what the day holds in store for them. For Tennessee, good win against Syracuse. Had a pep rally here against East Tennessee State with a scoreboard. Lit it up as usual, but haven't faced anything like Georgia. And the question is, along with this losing streak, can they hypo offense get close to their production against Georgia, because they haven't?
Yeah, you're right. He's had a great record at home, but what he's struggled with is, like a lot of teams, when he goes up against his Georgia Bulldog defense in 4 attempts, it's not been pretty. See the 18 sacks at the bottom. They've been dominated really in every phase. And to me, talking to him this week, he said, you know we can move the ball. Last year, we just didn't finish. We get into plus territory with Joey Aguilar, their new quarterback. They've got to find a way to be able to put points on the board. And Joey Aguilar told us, listen, there's going to be 4 or 5 times in this game where we're going to take shot plays, and we got to hit him. If we're going to knock down Georgia, we got to take advantage of the opportunities when they're there.
Wonderful story, persistence, resilience. We'll tell you how he ended up here after playing just about everywhere else. I watched him on the ball walk, a wide-eyed look in his face as he just took this in. He played at App State, which has 40,000 capacity in his recent 2 years. Almost 3 times that here today.
Yeah, but he gives off that vibe that, you know, he's just, I hope he plays well. He's going up against a great defense that's going to determine to take away the Vols' running game and put a lot of pressure under him. So let's see how he performs.
Is this the day for Volunteer fans? The scene is set. They're ready to split the tee. This is a tradition that's 60 years old this season. It used to be across the field. They had to get from the west side to the east side. Now they'll go north to south. One of the grandest entrances in the sport. Prior to the Southland Band, it was back a century and a half doing their part. This energy is going to be off the charts. The Volunteers have started fast against Georgia. Electric starts, in fact, in recent years. They got to sustain it. That's been the tougher thing.
Yeah, 60 minutes is the key.
From USA, they go to the Big T. This was born to keep the team safe for the visitors. Don't have to do that anymore.
I love it.
Walking around here, you can feel not just the anticipation, but the hope. And for many, the belief that this is the Tennessee team that can end this skid against the big, bad Bulldogs. Earliest meeting in 30 years. Georgia and Tennessee coming up. You've been watching the All-State kickoff. Not one of the oldest series in the SEC, as All-State brings you the series history. And Tennessee had the all-time lead until this streak of 8 consecutive Georgia wins. The time they met as ranked teams. Hallie Rowe with the Dogs, Kirby Smart on the field. Hallie?
Well, Coach, it is deafening and loud down here. How do you expect your quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, his best operating practices?
Well, the best thing is we practiced against it as much as we can simulate it. It's hard to simulate this noise, so the players around him have got to help him.
There's a lot of unknowns about their quarterback, Joey Aguilar. How will you adapt on the fly against him?
Well, we'll see what they're trying to do. They're really talented outside. They got a great running game as well. This will be fun.
Hey, Coach.
You tried to simulate it by putting the speakers at practice to 12. Nobody plays it louder than Kirby, but it's still not quite the same as this.
And take this in. How good is it?
Kirby wants his defense on the field first, won and deferred. So you're going to see Josh Turbeville, the the Dogs kickoff man. Will boot it away. Peyton Woodring handles the place kicking and the kickoffs, and Peyton Lewis back deep for Tennessee. To work their way back. And so here comes Gunnar Stockton. Running is a big part of it. Can they create explosive plays on the ground, but more importantly, can they loosen up the defense, Kirk, today by pressing the ball downfield? Shots have been a struggle through the first 2 games.
Some of that's been the coverage that they have faced. A lot of screens, a lot of quick game. Gunnar only averaging 5.3 air yards per target. It's 130th in the country after the first couple of weeks. So you're right. Tennessee wants to challenge him. Make him play quarterback from the pocket. Don't let him get out and create.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
FCC was actually born right here, downtown Knoxville. Bonus points for you hardcore fans who can name the 3 charter schools no longer in the conference. You can DM Kirk with your answers there. He's eager to get that. Well, Stockton, instant response, the 45-yard strike to Colby Young. And then they muscle it in from the ground, and Joey Aguilar goes back out there after an incredible opening drive for him. 5 for 5 and a touchdown run.
What a response, like we said, and it shows you the confidence that they have in Gunnar Stockton. Down 7, crowd going crazy, as loud as it can be. First play, after all the talk about not getting the ball downfield, they give him that chance to take that shot. And let's go back to that Tennessee opening drive, because it happened very, very fast. It was a mix of RPO, where the linebackers are coming up against the run game. At times, when they would blitz, good separation there from Brazil against the young corner. And then this time, the linebackers underneath coverage, just kind of getting lost there. And then the QB run game. They did not face one single third down And that opening drive, they were in attack mode. See what they follow that drive up with.
Here's Tennessee's third possession. Kirk, if you've given up 150 yards in the first 10 plays, all but 16 through the air, what does Kirby Smart, Glenn Schumann have to do right now to try to stop the bleeding?
Well,
Fun start to this one. The SEC on ABC. SEC All Day presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. Rare early season meeting between these teams. They shifted Georgia-Florida or Tennessee-Florida to late in the season, so they're able to open up this slot. Who's going to be the Taco Bell Live Más Student Section of the Year? Only one can claim it. Ohio State won it last year, and we'll see this year's champion. Bennett Brady, you're a long snapper, you're a backup, it's your fourth year in the program. You practice over on the side field, disconnected from the program. 110,000, you get to run down the field, dive, and keep a ball in play, and pin your arch rival at the 3-yard line. Good for him.
Get it done.
SEC on ABC is presented by Burger King, where you write the rules of value. From classics to fan favorites like Cine Minis, the $5 duo and $7 trio lets you choose your deal. You rule.
Warmer salute just now for this man, Galen Wilson, World War II Navy veteran. Got out of the Navy, then played here for General Nealon in 46 and 47. Johnny Majors was his roommate, just turned 100 years old.
Oh, that's amazing. See his family there with him, that's great.
Got to win the national championship trophy, making the rounds here. Dogs have raised that a couple times in recent years. There's the defensive huddle in that timeout before this 4th and 2. Glenn Schumann in the red, defensive coordinator.
See Glenn Schumann here, Kirby Smart here. Everybody dialed in. Kirby telling us this week that this team is a tight-knit, maybe even more tight-knit than they've had the last couple years. Love to hear that.
Good meeting, good meeting. They're going to punt, though.
Yeah.
Great September day in the SEC. When we are done here, it's off to the Bayou. Billy Napier and the Gators, much needed attempt at a big win. LSU rolling in at number 3. Follows at 7:30 Eastern time. Time a minute 42 away. Let's check in with you.
Cruz, thank you so much. State Farm halftime report with Booger McFarland. Down goes Clemson. How Georgia Tech pulled it off. We got highlights from Atlanta, and we're keeping an eye on Miami and USF down in South Florida. Meanwhile, SEC Network, Boog, what's going on with Texas? Another slow start?
Yeah, no doubt. Arch Manning still throwing the ball very inaccurately, but he can use his legs, the athleticism, to pull the zone read and get to the corner touchdown horns.
It's only 7-0 second quarter SEC Network. Texas over UTEP. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Kevin, thank you. 14-3 as Miami tries to knock off the upset-minded Bull. Already got 2 ranked wins. Late first quarter in Miami. It's not how you start in this rivalry, it's clearly how you finish, and Tennessee couldn't have started better. Great for Joey Aguilar, come out, your first big game, facing a quality defense, and it just like you'd practice it, like there's no one out there. But Georgia's going to do what they do. They're going to make some adjustments, they're going to work their way back in the game, and that's what we have. Good second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're a Tennessee fan, you're a little bit anxious because of the way these games have gone, where they've started fast, and it's a 60-minute game. I don't know how many times since I've been in Knoxville I've heard it's a 60-minute game. It's a 60-minute game. It's because they've played pretty well for 30 minutes, but they got up to such a fast start. You're not going to be able to maintain that, right, for an entire game. But I think Georgia settling in defensively and getting their own offense going become a really good football game. Look at those last 2 drives compared to the first 3.
There's Ty Redmond, final play of the first half. And they took a shot with the backup. And they'll get the football to begin the third quarter.
He had to get flushed, threw that ball a little on a line. Love to see that Hail Mary up in the air to give your taller receivers a chance.
Let's hear from Josh Heupel now with Holly.
Well, Coach, 2 good defensive stops from your group right there before halftime. What stands out?
Yeah, I got off the field there. We got to tighten some things up just in our coverage. A couple of penalties that hurt us on the defensive side of the football. Offensively, started fast. Second quarter here, just have hurt ourselves a little bit, and we got to stay on the field on third down.
Joey got off to a good start, as you mentioned, with good rhythm, 14-14. How do you get his rhythm back right now?
Yeah, just, his reads, fundamental position, settle in, and let's go play. We knew it was going to be a 60-minute game.
Thanks, Coach.
It always seems to be that on a hot day, conditioning, depth, all those things will come into play, as it usually does when the Dogs and the Volunteers collide. 21-17, home team at halftime. To the studio, Kevin Negandhi and Booker McFarland. Guys?
Chris, thank you. State Farm halftime report in studio. Josh Heupel 0-4 against Georgia and Kirby Smart. Joey Aguilar threw his first interception. Yeah. Look, really, though, these are two-story defenses. How about the offenses? They opened up the playbook.
No doubt. The story of the first half has been the big plays. We talked about Georgia airing it out, getting some big plays. They throw it 45 yards down the field to Kobe Young. Gunnar Stockton finally throwing the ball down the field. And then Tennessee. This is a big play offense. Joey Aguilar down the middle of the field, 75-yard touchdown. Really the difference in the game so far, the Tennessee defense making a stop in the red zone is 21-17.
Yeah, this is the storyline. Georgia, when you take a look at it, first two games on defense, had given up only 15-plus yards 5 times. We had 6 of them from the Tennessee offense in the first half.
Big plays galore, up and down the field. The key to the second half, which defense can figure out a way to make the important stop?
Well, the Georgia offense will be on the field first.
There you go.
That's going to be a big story leading into it. How will they respond? Why are they celebrating in Atlanta? They should be used to this. Georgia Tech fans taking down another giant. Highlights on Clemson going down, plus reaction.
Welcome to the State Farm Halftime Report.
Boog and Kevin back with you. The early window, ton of excitement in Atlanta. Look at this number. Coming into the day, Brent Key, Georgia Tech, 11 wins as an underdog since 2022. 2.5-point dogs taking on number 12 Clemson here. And Haynes King, the keeper, 1 yard. Tech, they were down 14-13. They take the lead. Then they go Philly, the Philly special for the 2-point conversion.
Just another aggressive play call there by Brett Key. Up 19-14. You go for 2, make it 21-14, but Clemson was going to come right back.
Adam Randall punches it in. You were okay with this. 25 seconds to go, tied up, and Georgia Tech, no timeouts. They hustle off the field. They set up the field goal unit.
Here's why it was key, Kev, because they centered the kicker in the middle of the field, and then, Kev, he made it, and they're going to party in the ATL tonight.
Aiden Burr, the longest game-winning kick in program history. Down goes Dabble for the second time in 3 weeks. Haynes King with Chris Budden.
I mean, it makes me feel good, but it's not me. It's this whole team. The guys in front, the defense, the guys around me. Like, it's not just a one-man show. It's a whole building.
We've got 2 losses that have come down to the last play. It's just that simple. And the first game, defense kept getting the stop in the fourth quarter, and we just didn't make, the play that was there, a couple plays. And in this game, we couldn't get the stop that we needed.
For the second time under Dabo Swinney, Clemson losing 2 of its first 3 games. The other instance back in 2014. And look at the All-State playoff predictor. At the start of the season, 38%. No one had it higher in the ACC, now 5%.
A very underachieving team. I want to see what grade Dabo gives his team this week.
Oh, right now, maybe 5%, 5, right?
I'm just curious.
Look at the schedule here, Boog. That's the concern, because later on, you got a surging Florida State, and of course, at the end, the rival, South Carolina.
We thought Clemson may be the best team in the ACC. Could it be Miami or could it be Florida State? I don't think there's any chance we know who's going to win this conference right now.
They do not have Miami on the schedule. That stands out. And Georgia transfer, that is Carson Beck, under center for the U, taking on a South Florida team coming off the two top 25 wins the past 2 weeks, and on the road, there's Carson Beck facing Joshua Moore and finding Joshua Moore for the touchdown. Then Beck again, 39 yards. He stretches the offense.
What do we always talk about, Kev? When you're the favorite, start early. Don't give the underdog any hope. Carson Beck down the field. Allow your big playmakers to make plays. He goes up and over and mosses in for the touchdown.
USF in trouble, down 14-3. Weather delay right now in Miami. Meanwhile, beautiful sun at the Link, Oklahoma, number 13 in the country. country. You know, they have one of the toughest schedules to close out the season. 7 ranked teams. They got to win games like this easily.
No doubt, but I think they have a quarterback who, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's going to be in the Heisman Trophy conversation all season long.
They have number 24 Auburn next week on ABC. And speaking of Auburn, former 5-star Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold, you think this is a good sign finding Cam Coleman. Why?
No doubt, because he's one of the better receivers in the country. We talk about Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams. Throw Cam Coleman in that same conversation. He is as good.
31-15 Auburn. Did you say Ryan
Yes,
Williams?
I did. It's like the producers hear me right now.
Big second half for him, and Alabama. Ty Simpson stood out as well.
How about that? It's amazing. You give this young man confidence. Ryan Williams gets involved. He's their best player on offense. Kev, look at that move. They call it the dead leg. Give it to him, take it back. That's pure athleticism right there.
Yeah, and right now, feeling good heading into the bye is that Bama will go on to win this game 38-14. Ty Simpson, 4 touchdown passes. And Alabama has Georgia in 2 weeks. Right now, it's the Dogs and Gunnar Stockton. Big play right there. We haven't seen that. They are down by 4 on the road in Knoxville.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Welcome back to the State Farm Halftime Report.
Well, Kevin, back with you. Florida getting ready to go to Death Valley tonight. And last week it was a nightmare in the swamp against USF. DJ Lagway in the offense couldn't do anything, and then the defense failed to make a stop. And Nico Gramatica, the game-winning kick, and Florida shocked at home. Molly McGrath with much more. And the key players returning tonight for Florida and LSU.
LSU and Florida both have crucial injury updates at the line of scrimmage. LSU starting center Braylon Moore is expected to start after missing the majority of last week's game with an ankle injury. Their head coach Brian Kelly admitted to us, "We are a different offense when Moore is on the field. He calms and elevates everyone around him." For the Gators, their defensive lineman Caleb Banks expected to make his season debut after missing the first 2 games of the season with a lower leg injury. Another one of their defensive linemen, Tyreek Sabb, told me that Banks brings an explosive force and said they plan to harass quarterback Garrett Nussmeier all night long. And he warned this is going to be a fist fight. Nussmeier better buckle up.
Molly, thank you so much. We take a look at help on the way, maybe. And Boog, there's a reason why you are so high on Caleb Banks. Why?
No doubt, because he's a disruptive force on the inside, and they haven't gotten much pressure so far through 2 weeks. They got to get pressure on Garrett Nussmeier. LSU's going to throw the football. Braylon Moore played against Clemson. They played well. He missed all but 1 play against Louisiana Tech. The offense played bad.
Billy Napier needs a win tonight. They beat LSU last year to go 5-5 and turn the entire season around for him in November. As we get you ready for that game Saturday night, prime time on ABC. Other games that stand out, A&M on the road at South Bend against Notre Dame. Boog.
Big game early in the season. If you're Marcus Freeman, can you start 0-2? I don't think so.
Run the ball to Jeremiah Love. Help your...
Or to Darian Price, either one. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Or after this.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Monday Night Football, we got a doubleheader. Baker and the Bucs taking on CJ and the Texans in the nightcap. Oh, cannot wait. Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh reunited on the other sidelines. Raiders, Chargers, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
There'll be some khakis in that game.
Yeah, there will be. Maybe some milk, too, on the sidelines. Hey, look at the numbers. It's pretty close here. We've had, how about 9 plays of 15 yards or more from the offenses. We wanted explosive plays. When you look at this, which defense can make the stop, Boog?
Kev, I think if the crowd stays in the game, I think the Tennessee defense can make a stop the way they did at the end of the first half. 500 combined yards of offense. We wanted big plays. We got big plays. The key turnover or the key defensive stop, the crowd plays a factor. I think Tennessee gets it done.
Okay, right now Georgia will have the ball to start the second half. Gunnar Stockton and the Dogs on O. Enjoy it.
Back on Rocky Top, set for the second half. You're watching the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Chris, Kirk, and Holly back with you. The trend is strong, familiar in this series. Tennessee starts quickly, But Georgia perseveres, and you don't knock the dogs out of the early rounds. You got to withstand their pushback, and we'll see if Tennessee can. Georgia gets football to begin the third quarter. Is this the year that's different for Tennessee?
Well, if it's going to be, it's going to be because Josh Heupel goes back and says, guys, we've learned about this series. We know how it's gone. We're going to get back to being that tempo team, that aggressive attacking team we were in those first 3 series when they were able to put up 21 points in the first quarter.
Here's the coverage where it counts, presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. The Dogs' last drive of the half.
Yeah, right towards the end of the half, they had a chance to potentially tie this up. Nice run on 1st and goal, but then the Vols did their job. Caleb Herring coming off the edge there, coming up with a nice sack, and then they flushed the athletic Gunnar Stockton out of the pocket and eventually chase him down with Jalen McMurray making that play to force the field goal, and that's how we got to 21-17.
You see.
National Championship Trophy presented by Dr. Pepper down there at the Volunteer Landing. A lot of folks walk to the game here. You can take your boat, drive if you have to. And in Miami, January 19th, that trophy will be awarded. Can't wait to see what unfolds between now and then.
Love this setting.
Beautiful. I like a day game here, too. I mean, nights are electric, but it's just nice to be here one day, and the sun is shining. Seems like a long time ago that Tennessee was scoring at will, and Joey Aguilar couldn't miss. Rough second quarter. Can he get back to the way he played in the first? Take a break.
Guest.
Well, Joey Aguilar got off to a great start, and a big part of that had to do with the scheme, the tempo. Look at the time he has to be able to throw the ball here early in the game. Brazel makes a big play, keeps his feet, scores a touchdown. Anticipating. Here, a nice slant. They had Bolden out of position. It's a nice throw. But since then, it's been a different deal. Georgia's done a much better job of winning up front, affecting him, mixing up some twists. Here was an interception near the end of the first half, and he started this game on fire, didn't miss a pass. Everything was working. Tempo was on fire, 14 of 14 for 213, and since you can see it, 2 of 7.
Yeah, best first quarter any quarterback's ever had against a smart defense. Can they get back close to that? Athletic trivia question in this Tennessee-Georgia series. What starting quarterback has the best one-loss over the last 30 years? Okay, Peyton's here today.
What was his record? What did you say, 3-0?
He played as a young guy. I don't know if he started, but he came on off the bench. Kirby Smart intercepted him in one game.
And Philip Fulmer.
I think it's a guy who you can't have lost in this series to have that record.
How about Heath Schuler? Is he in the mix? No answer. We're going to go Aaron Murray. I
think so. I don't know if he. 4-0. I didn't know he went 4-0, but I knew he was successful.
You knew he was out there early.
He played early. That's pretty sweet. You leave Georgia with 4 wins in this series. Oh, that was incredibly costly. That would have been the win. They fumbled the ball in the end zone, kicked the overtime game-winning field goal. Inside of 2 minutes in the third quarter. All-State bus motoring down here to Rocky Top. Kirk, what's your All-State good hands play from today?
What a game. Went back and forth. Clemson didn't play their best but had a chance late. Instead, it's Georgia Tech and Brent Key. 55-yarder, a walk-off with the clock running down. Aiden Burr makes it, and look at the reaction in Atlanta. Georgia Tech, you knew coming in that they could be a surprise team in the ACC. They live up to that with a big upset of the Clemson Tigers. Clemson loses to LSU at home, and now on the road to Georgia Tech in conference play.
1-2 for the first time in 11 years.
Well, Kevin here with you. Emotions running high before Florida LSU tonight.
Yeah, just kind of exchanging pleasantries, just kind of seeing how your summer's been and making sure everybody's okay.
Florida upset number 22 LSU last year, and right now the Tigers number 3 in Atlanta hosting the Gators. That is primetime on ABC, Chris.
8-play drive and 69 yards. Back and forth we go on Rocky Top. Tennessee's turn next.
Herschel Walker, he's running over people. Caught by Tennessee. Tennessee wins. We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose. We don't get fooled again.
No. Legacy of legendary heroes on both sides. Incredible, frantic finishes. Maybe building toward another one here. 3 lead changes now since halftime. Georgia back on top by 2. You're watching the SEC on ABC. SEC All Day, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. Fourth quarter toughness and conditioning, mental and physical toughness. That's what Smart believes these games are about. Heupel knows that his team must try to match those qualities. Great response with that big play to take the lead, but it didn't last long. As Georgia, in less than 3 minutes, went down. They kicked the field goal. And we'll see if Aguilar's confidence and performance level has a big boost off of Brazel's touchdown. It's a fair catch. Holly?
Well, he's had quite a remarkable journey. Joey Aguilar, 0 offers out of high school to get a Division I scholarship. So he ended up going to San Francisco Community College, but it was a 90-minute train ride from his home in Antioch. It would take him through a lot of different places, ending in San Francisco. He said, I feel like my career has been a little bit like those 90-minute train rides. I saw a lot along the way. I learned a lot. And look at this map. This was a commitment this young man had to make. One way, 90 minutes every day. And he said it has all been worth it to be able to play in this moment and lead this team on this drive right now.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
Back to the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Candace Parker, great job in game day as guest picker. Great job hyping the crowd throughout the afternoon here.
She's had a lot of fun. She is all about, not just the Vols, she's all about college football. She's a big fan.
But especially Vols college football.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
The final 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Now an 8-point Tennessee lead in a game that's had everything. Lead changes, momentum shifts, huge explosive plays from both offenses. Offensive guys up here.
Yeah.
Rankings brought to you by Allstate. Yeah, pretty soon they're going to begin the football seasons at Penn State. Villanova, the opponent again. It's going to be back-to-back shutouts for the Nittany Lions. Looking forward to the LSU and Florida game. Miami, there's an weather stoppage in Miami. They continue to lead USF.
Notre Dame, A&M, and South Bend, a big one later tonight.
Now join and cancel anytime.
Tough act to follow, but DJ Lagway and the Gators will try to do that in Baton Rouge. Quarterbacks in the SEC, we're seeing Stockton having to step up today in a wild environment. Lagway's job very much the same tonight on the Bayou. Here by Georgia. Well, this 8-game losing streak against Georgia has been painful. The last win, it took an incredible finish. Georgia takes the lead with 10 seconds to go. For sure they've got
it. Game's over, right?
So finished, but 2 penalties set up Joshua Dobbs for a Hail Mary shot. And Jawan Jennings for Butch Jones, a miracle. That's what it took to beat Georgia, and they haven't done it since.
That was 2016. Wow.
Since then, there have been some wild finishes. Georgia's found a way to come from behind. And Max Gilbert, never been in this position before. No game-tying or go-ahead field goal in the fourth quarter in his career.
That look right there sums it up. That sums up the Vol Nation right there.
If they don't get a yard closer, it's 49 from here. He wants to believe, but it's hard, given the history.
Well, now it just comes down to where does your kicker like the football? You got a couple timeouts. You want to put him where he loves it, whether it's the right hash, the middle, whatever it might be.
Wouldn't hurt to get a little closer, though.
Get a little closer.
Position. And if Tennessee's going to break the streak today, it's going to take overtime to do it.
Not only do you miss the last-second field goal, I think the fans, it's like the win is taken away from you, right? And now the air in the building is just taken out as you head into overtime.
Before we get to OT, check in with Kevin Negandhi.
Woo, Chris. Death Valley, Garrett Nussmeier, at least 200 passing yards in each of his 16 career starts at LSU. The number 3 Tigers getting ready for the Gators. That's our prime time game on ABC. We'll go back to Knoxville in overtime after this.
Official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Welcome to Overtime, presented by Cheez-It.
It's crunch time. In the first overtime, each team gets a possession starting at the opponent's 25-yard line. If it goes to a second overtime, teams again start at the 25-yard line, but must attempt a 2-point conversion after a touchdown with no extra points allowed. From the third overtime on, teams alternate 2-point conversion attempts from the 3-yard line until the game is decided.
Would methodically in this situation. One more look.
Yeah, the knee.
After further review, it is a touchdown.
Yeah.
Game is over.
And the Dogs do it again. Prolonging Volunteer misery in this head-to-head. What a battle. 41-38 in overtime. Now the streak will end at some point. Heupel inherited it, hasn't been able to stop it, but not today. The resilient, always tough Georgia Bulldogs find a way again. Holly's with Kirby Smart.
Well, Coach, you warned us before this game that you were going to be stubborn about running the football. How stubborn was that, running it in overtime to win this game?
Yeah, I'm really proud of this team. Tennessee deserved to win this game. We didn't play our best game. I got a lot of respect for the way they played, but these kids I got, man, they never quit. They never quit. A lot of naysayers out there about Gunner. I thought he played his tail off today. Didn't play real well defensively. Give Tennessee a lot of credit.
Your offensive line, though, made a statement. You had to play tough physical offense and really push the ball downfield. How did you do that?
Well, we believed in running the ball. We thought we could run the ball in the second half. We wanted to come out and run the ball. We had 2 drives in there that I wish we had back. We kind of didn't do anything with them, but we never quit. And defensively, we didn't play very good, but we never quit. And this guy right here never quit. I'm proud of this team. Proud of this team.
Thank you, Coach. Gunner, first SEC road game, and it's a win. How satisfying is this?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, it's a great atmosphere here. It was loud. We came in and overcame some stuff. We didn't play the best we wanted, but at the end of the day, we won. So.
How do you describe your running backs and the physicality of your line today? They win this game in overtime.
Yeah, they're physical. There's multiple drives where we're running and they're imposing their will on them and just giving all they had, you know. But these are moments we practice for and dream of, so this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
4th and 6 touchdown pass. Probably didn't happen without that play. 5 lean changes in the second half. Dogs prevail on Rocky Top. They got Bama after a bye. We send it to the studio. And Kevin Negandhi.
Chris, an instant classic, and now we are moments away. Death Valley under the lights, Florida at number 3 LSU ABC primetime. Coming up after this.